Hey my lovelies, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this week's Facebook card reveals for you all. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at my little Oscar because I've got some paperwork on the side and he keeps looking at it as if he wants to just get it and rip it all apart, the little sod. So I'm just sort of got one eye on you guys and one eye on what he's doing over there at the moment. The joys of Jack Russell's. Okay, so as we're going into the cards, as we're going into card one, we're going into the energy of the Three of Air. So the Three of Air is pretty much equivalent to the three, well, it's not pretty much, it is equivalent to the Three of Swords in more conventional tarot. So when the Three of Swords shows, or the Three of Air, it's usually a kind of card feeling a little bit vulnerable. So maybe some of you are just feeling a little bit unsure about things at the moment. Maybe some of you are feeling quite sensitive to the energies that maybe you're going through. It does tend to sort of show quite a lot when we're going through a type of grief or loss or sorrow. So maybe some of you are sort of going through sort of that at the moment. Maybe you're grieving the loss of loved ones that have recently sort of transitioned to the spirit world. Maybe you are grieving for somebody on the earth, because sometimes, you know, we can hold great connections with people, but sometimes it's not right for them to be in our life. So maybe you've had to put some personal boundaries in place, and maybe you've had to close the door on a few people. So maybe you're grieving for someone that could be still living, essentially. It could be for some of you that maybe there's been some other sort of news that's been a little bit overwhelming or a little bit upsetting to hear. And you know, there could be for some of you, even though you might not have immediately lost somebody, it's for sometimes when this shows, it's just the day-to-day dealings of grief in general. And I was talking to a client yesterday about this, and it's almost like, you know, we can all have the same person that we love and that we know. There could be sort of 5 people all grieving that same person, and we'll all grieve for that person in a different way. So grief is very personal. It's a very unique journey, and it's something that we're not really sort of set up or prepared for always. So when it happens, it can be very confusing, it can be very overwhelming, it can make us feel just quite fragile, because sometimes we just don't always know how to process those thoughts, those feelings, and those sort of energies that are coming in. It could be for some of you, you're just feeling a little bit flat, a little bit overwhelmed, maybe like there's just too much that's been going on, and maybe you're just feeling a little bit run down as well. But essentially Three of Air or Three of Swords is just feeling a bit fragile, a bit vulnerable, and it's definitely a time where you need to go easy, go gentle on yourself. Don't put too much pressure, don't be more than you can be. If you need to have some downtime, if you need to sort of have a little bit of TLC, rest and recharge, then that's exactly what you need to do. And it's not sort of putting too much pressure, too much anxiety upon you to be more than you can be, because sometimes we can sort of, you know, get caught up in spreading ourselves to too many things, to too many types of experiences. And actually, sometimes we can lose ourselves a little bit in the process, and you're just needing to heal. If you've been drawn to this card, there's a focus on needing to heal, needing to just process, and just needing to sort of find a way forward that works for you. So just be careful if you've been drawn to this card. And it might be for some of you that you instantly know what this is about. Maybe for some of you, you're not sure of this at the moment, and that's okay as well if you're not sort of sure where it comes in. But you are being encouraged to go gentle, to go steady, and to just know that in this immediate space, you're already enough, you know. I think there's that side of the coin as well with this. Now then, as we're sort of moving into card number 2, we're going into the Four of Fire. So Four of Fire is the equivalent to the Four of Wands in conventional tarot. And this is a really, really exciting, happy, positive time for you guys if you've been drawn to this card. So this usually sort of celebrates kind of home life, being good, being positive. Sometimes there may be some changes going on within a physical home, or possibly, you know, a recent move. Maybe you've just moved into a new space. Maybe you're renovating or redoing some of the energies. Maybe decoration has sort of come into play, and you're just making it look a little bit fabulous. But also the Four of Wands is a really important time for creative ideas. It's a time for new projects to sort of be harnessed, to be reached. It's just a really exciting time to sort of harness, to have some fun, to live your best life. So we've got this kind of fairy on the sort of stone here, and she's sort of quite happy singing and dancing to her own tune, to her own rhythm. And that's really what this is about, being kind of contented, singing and dancing to your own tune of life. So things maybe are coming together for you at the moment if you've been drawn to this, and things just feel like they're flowing and growing very, very freely. This often is a time where sometimes things manifest quite quickly for us. So maybe you've been putting things out to the universe and you're sort of seeing quick turnaround of results. Things are coming back quite fast for you, which is really positive and really good if you're noticing that that is happening. So really, really exciting. A time for celebration, a time for love, a time to just have all the magical, beautiful energy around you and feeling really grateful, really blessed, and just really sort of living for the moment as well. The 4 is also about balance, stability, structure, firm foundations that you can grow and that you can build upon. So things definitely feel like they're coming good. A prosperous time, an abundant time for you. And that can be abundance both materialistically, but also sort of physically and in heart as well. So this feels quite positive. This feels quite cool. This feels quite exciting if you've been drawn to this. And finally, as we're moving into card number 3, we're going into the energies of the 8 of water. So when the 8 of water shows, this is a little bit, well, it's not a little bit, it's the equivalent of the 8 of cups in conventional tarot. So the 8 of cups is getting to a stage in life where we're ready to let go of things. We're walking away from anything that doesn't add purpose, that doesn't add value, that doesn't actually give us happiness. So if there's anything in your life not working, not serving for you, it's like we've got this sort of person looking out to the sea, and we've got that sort of ship, and you could almost see that ship potentially coming into land, but you might sort of see that ship moving out to water, depending how you sort of feel about this. And it's basically, it's walking away, it's letting things go, it's removing anything, whether it's a person, an experience, a cycle that doesn't work for you. It's moving away from anything negative, anything hostile, and there's a new road, there's a new adventure to go on. So there's going to be some big changes that happen actually if you've been drawn to this card, and it's being brave enough to sort of walk those new adventures, to sort of walk those new cycles, and you know, put your best foot forward. But it's definitely a time to let go. So it's not screaming, it's not shouting, it's nothing hostile, it's nothing nasty or bad. Sometimes it's just a very clear ending. And sometimes we just reach that point in our life with things, with people, jobs, relationships, whatever it might be, when we just realise, I deserve more, I'm worth more, I'm ready for more than whatever this experience offers me. So it's a walking away. So you'll know in your own sort of thoughts and awareness where this sits, where this sort of matters for you. But walking away from anything not serving, not adding purpose or value. And to me, I sort of see with this water, it's throwing that stuff energetically out into the ocean. Let the ocean carry those traumas, those baggages, those burdens away, and create something new. And also this person in the card is wearing a cloak. So there's a level of protection coming in around you as well. This is almost like a cloak of protection being put in place. So as you venture forward, as you carve a new footprint for yourself, things will be fabulous and they'll work on your own terms. So interesting if you've been drawn to this one. So I will leave those with you. I hope they resonate and I hope they make a little bit of sense. Stay well, stay safe, stay fabulous. Just a reminder that this weekend I'm off grid because I've got some weddings and celebrations, and Friday I'm over in Avebury doing a hand fasting for some beautiful friends, so I'm really excited about that, and I will look forward to connecting and seeing some of you lovelies very, very soon. I just want to say as well a very quick shout out for my upcoming demonstration of mediumship happening on the 29th of October. So it's the same day as my Witches Fair in Westbury, Wiltshire. So we'll have the Westbury, Wiltshire Witches Fair in the day, and then in the evening there's going to be a demonstration of mediumship with myself and the beautiful, amazing Debs Ty Duck. So tickets are nearly sold out for that event now. I think we're down to the last 25 or 20 that we've got left. So if you'd like to come along, if you'd like to be part of that, do get booking. Don't leave it too late because you may miss out otherwise. You can pop over to the website to purchase the tickets. It'll be great to see some of you lovelies there. And yeah, just really, really excited to be teaming up with the beautiful Deb's Tie Duck again for this one. So I will leave it with you. Have a cool week, look after yourselves, and I'll catch up soon. Much love, bye for now.